everybody. It's another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live. Tonight we have Pam Mahoney as our guest host. Sally is still feeling under the weather. Donna, that was for last week, Donna, when she said you wasn't going to be on tonight. That was last Sunday. Apparently, you fell into a hole for a week.
Yeah. Poor Sally isn't feeling very well, so she's asked me to fill in for her. So I think she just doesn't like the cold.
Remember, folks, to add a question mark to your question so I can put it up on the screen. Are you ready to go there, Pam?
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself properly?
I'm Pam Mahoney. I'm a psychic. I'm a medium. I deal with spirits primarily. I deal with spirits. I can do animal communications. I don't work with cards because I connect. You'll notice I look away from the camera. It's because I'm focusing on spirit instead of the camera itself. So when you ask me, that's what I do.
So there'll be no cards tonight. You're just looking at Pam's face and my shoulder. I am working on very limited sleep. We worked way too long today. All right. So.
Oh, the poor guy.
After work, I'm like, I'm not going home to cook a fourth meal.
Oh, no.
Oh. I already cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner for some guy. Well, some guy, the person I support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully Sally will take care of him when we're done here. So.
Oh, he got a nice vegetable rice soup for lunch today.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
All righty then. Oh, wait a minute. The question on the screen doesn't work here. All right, give me a second here, folks. I gotta have to shuffle some stuff around for a minute. Okay, let's get to the desk. Let's get to SS Chat. Copy. Sally Solo. Paste reference. Okay, let me just scoot that the other way. No, we're going the other way.
He's having fun. Nah.
I'm not having fun.
Poor guy.
Oh, what? All right, let's close
Hi,
that.
Marcy. Down there in the nice warm weather while we're freezing up here in -10.
Oh, no. -10. Oh, what are we going to do?
Freeze.
Bam down a little bit here. So we got some room for the chat here.
Okay.
That's not
There
okay.
we go.
We're still working on it. There we go. There we go. Hey, look at that. Now you guys can see it. Sorry about the delay there, folks. All right, our first question is from the High Priestess. How will love go for me in January?
I don't really see anything. I think you're hunting too hard. I feel a vacant void there.
You're lacking focus on what you want.
Yeah. I'm feeling a void. You're not going to find anything yet. You're going to have to hunker down, find out what you want, and focus on where to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's just anybody, then you got to do a kind of ritual for that. You know? Well, no, it's to get you out of your headspace.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll get you out of your head.
If you do some kind of ritual, basically that says something along the lines of, I'm ready to share my life now, send somebody my way.
I would actually sit down and take a book and write down what you're looking for in a person. Make sure you know what you want as a person. And then you have an idea, and then you put that out to the universe as well. Then you can do the ritual as well. But make sure you know what you want. Otherwise, they're just going to throw anything at you.
All right, so you can listen to Pam and you got a bunch of homework there, or you can do it or you can do it my way. Sit on the floor naked, surrounded by candles. There you go.
Either or sounds like fun. Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah, he's tired.
Jasmina, why are you yelling at me? Hey, you gotta take care of the all caps there, would you? What are Barb's intentions at work? Well, we asked Barb, and she said that she go fly a kite.
No, so you've done something that's upset Barb. I get the feeling she's annoyed or upset with you for some reason. And it feels like there's a lot of friction going on there. So you kind of really need to sit down and find out, go through what you may have done to annoy her. If you want to work in peace. I don't know if there's ever going to be, a real good friendship going on there, but in order to work for peace, I think you're going to have to find a common ground. because it looks like you've annoyed her, upset her for some reason. So look at that, and I think that first step falls with you in order to fix that situation.
Don't forget, 6 feet under is a common ground because we're all buried that way.
Unless you're cremated. I mean,
And then, of course, you're going to be at the beach eating ash.
Yep, there you go.
Next, we got Patricia. Patricia bought a car today and wanted to know why, after 13 years, the universe all of a sudden wanted me to get a car.
Well, I would think that the universe has decided that there's going to be issues with your old car. And you needed a fresh change, a fresh start, a new direction, and a new car gives you that new boost. And I kind of feel like there was going to be some issues with that old car. So let's just get that out of the way. Start new, start fresh.
I'm not sure she had an old car.
No.
13 years, no. No, but Patricia's life has been getting better and better since she moved out west.
Good.
So this is just another step in that direction of how your life has changed. And if you sit down, Patricia, and you think back of where you were before you went out west, and you look at what's happened to you since then, you'll be really shocked at the positive steps that have happened to get you where you are now. And this vehicle is just another step in that overall scheme of things. Where those steps lead to, you know, not me.
It's actually the Ollie and maybe Pam show, and I don't. Sorry.
I'm blaming it on the brandy, all right? That 11 hours work, 4 hours sleep.
And I'm going to pick on him for it too.
Oh,
Sorry.
gee. SR, it's a bit of a big question there. How's 2025 going to be for me?
That's a pretty vague. That's
yeah,
a pretty vague one.
Pretty vague. Would you mind actually giving me a more specific question? Because, like, you're basically asking for a year-long general reading.
Yeah.
And we don't have time for that here. All right. Now, Donna Butler, how is January going to be for me and the babe?
Going to be new, surprising things. It's going to be a discovery, a month of discovery and happiness. Focus on that, but it sounds like it looks like it's going to be I see discovery, excitement, new things happening, new progressions, new something.
You know, there's something that fits all those things, and that would be getting a new sex game for Christmas.
Okay.
Something with activity cards. Your activity for the day is.
Yeah, but you know, it looks like a good month. It looks like a good month to me. It feels good. I get this feeling of excitement and new discoveries. So I like that. Okay,
so SR actually came back right away with a new question. SR wants to know about family, especially the relationship with their daughter.
Ooh, that. Okay, when I tap into that, it feels like there's some friction with your daughter.
Why else would anybody ask?
Yeah, no, there's something that she's having troubles with, and I think she's trying to work through her own issues as well. And I think you're going to have to back off, let her work her issues. If she wants to approach you, certainly be there. But until she works through her issues and discovers how to work through them, anything you're going to do is probably going to be a wee bit of an annoyance. So be there and support, but don't push it, because I feel like she's already having enough problems dealing with whatever's going on. Be patient. It'll come. But just, it's going to be difficult this year, I think, for her.
I was watching a movie yesterday, and at the beginning where they got the rating and the reasons for that rating.
Yeah.
I want to know what the hell suggestive references are. Okay? What is pervasive language? All right. Like, who are these for? Those are so vague and subjective. It's like, what?
It's for those who are only actually paying attention.
Subversive. That's my childhood.
Oh, if you go back and watch some of these programs that we had as kids, you see the references that they put in and you go, I didn't see that as a child, and it's a whole new meaning now. Oh my God.
Yeah, before politically correct took a hold on the continent.
Yeah.
By the way, congratulations, Australia, for not going the politically correct way. We love you for it. Keep it up. I've heard some stories of people that have gone to Australia and come back and said, there is no politically correct. They say whatever they want.
They say what they want to say, and
if
that's
you
it.
get offended, too
Tough.
bad.
Yeah.
Don't watch, don't listen.
Yeah, I've heard that about Australia. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're a fat guy on Bondi Beach,
They will tell you that.
yeah,
Oh,
you might somebody hear somebody go, "Hey, can somebody help me push this whale back into the water?"
Okay, that was a comedian that said that.
Well, that's fine. I'm
it's true.
borrowing. That's
It's
okay.
true,
It's
yeah.
not like, I'm not on a stage here. And yeah, next we got
yeah.
Kara James. Kara wants to know about January. Guys, with Pam here being a medium more than a card reader, these general questions are a bit difficult. So
I will tell you how I feel, how I'm told that your month will go. I can't be very specific with it because they won't tell me everything. They will tell me, so this one here is, you said January. Now I find there's going to be a hiccup in January. There's going to be a stumbling block, and it's probably going to be between the middle and the end of January. There's going to be something that's going to catch your eye and hold you back, but you have to pick yourself and move on. So, I mean, they're not as specific as cards, but they tell me a lot about stuff like that. So I see you tripping, not physically, but I see you tripping up somewhere in the middle of January to the end of January, and it'll be something you have to literally physically pull yourself up from and keep going. Otherwise, you're going to get really bummed out about it.
All right. For all you newcomers here, if you don't put a question mark on your question, I don't see it. All right, just letting you know. The program I use to put the questions up on screen, I have to filter for question marks. Otherwise, I get the entire chat, and then your questions get lost altogether. All right, so if you've typed in your question without a question mark, yeah, I'm going to retype it. Anyhow, all right, next we got a decent one there. Wendy wants to know, what does Spirit want to tell me? Ta-da! You're up.
Okay, Spirit. Let's see. For some reason, I see a pickle. Have you gotten yourself into a little bit of a bind?
Is it a wooden pickle?
No, actually, it's not a wooden pickle. No, it's almost like getting yourself into a pickle. Like, yeah, metaphorical type pickle. So, gotten yourself into a bind, and you feel like you've got to work yourself
Sounds
out.
more like she's gotten herself into a brine, not a bind.
Well, if you fall into the brine, you could be in a bind. I don't know. Poor girl. She's got to follow this one, right?
All right.
I feel like you may have gotten yourself into a little bit of a situation, maybe if it's monetary wise or something like that, and you're going to have to work to get yourself out of it. Tighten your belt. I see images as I'm doing this, so I'm seeing tighten your belt and work your way through it, because otherwise you're going to be in more trouble later. But yeah, just watch those finances a little bit. Just be careful. Watch those finances. Don't let them get away from you, or you're going to be in trouble. Other than that, I'm seeing a pretty leisurely, except for a couple dinners, I think. But as Christmases go, it'll be leisurely, right? How does Christmas leisure work? It's just, you got people around all the time and stuff going on.
Oh, really? Because at my house, it's just either jammies or nakedness and alcohol.
Okay. We have people over all the time, so it's just people come and see it. That's, to me, that's leisure. It's not,
you know me.
big party.
I don't like surprise visits. You better contact me ahead of time to let me know you're coming.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, you might walk into something that'll burn your eyes out.
Oh no, I'm blind.
I didn't know you could have 3 of those.
I'm sorry, guys, but my mind went in 2 separate directions at once, and neither one of them were appropriate for this program.
Why not?
Oh my God.
We're R-rated here.
Okay, good, good thing.
Subversive and pervasive language throughout the entire show. Every Sunday night.
Oh.
It's great. Anyhow, welcome back, Haunting Live. I've been have dreams about being alive still. What does that mean? Exactly.
Now I have a feeling it may be his father. I'm not quite sure if this is what it is, but I have a feeling it might be your father still alive yet.
Haunting Live, did you miss some words there?
Just quickly write that in. If that was it, correct
Yeah.
it. We'll come back to it because
right.
it's a little.
It's yeah, I think we're having trouble understanding the question.
Yeah, it did. Okay, I figured that was
Okay.
dad.
Okay.
All right. That's not uncommon. Actually, you don't need to be a psychic to know that that's really not uncommon. But pay attention because they will come to you in dreams and they will come back to you if they feel like there's something unfinished. There was something he was bothered about. Feels like something wasn't sorted out properly when he passed on. But he's got to understand though, whatever it was, he's done with it. He's finished. So listen to what is said in your dreams. Pay attention. If you can do it, ask him what it is, and then say, okay, we will look after it, but you need to move on because you need to heal before you come back again and say something. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I know what that breath intake means. That's closure on that question. All right, Cindy C's looking for spirit messages.
Who is it?
Cindy C.
Cindy C. Oh, there. Okay. Let me just give me a sec here.
Folks, when Pam is looking off screen, off camera there, she's looking at the monitor.
Yeah, monitor's there. Ollie's there. Spirits wherever I want to put over there. So we'll look at that. So they're not telling me a whole much right now. They say if you just kind of center yourself, take it easy, bring yourself back to peace and calm during the Christmas season, the holiday season, whatever. During the holiday season, this time of year, it's even if you're not doing much, you can be hectic, but you need to be brought back to center, to calm, to relax. I'm feeling a little anxious. But when I bring my back, I feel like I've calmed down. So I get the feeling that you need to come back to center, sit down in a room for 10 minutes, quiet, or some background soft music. You'll get a second wind. You'll get a second wind, and I think you're going to need that in the next couple of weeks.
All right. Well, there you go, Cindy. I hope that helps. Next, we have Sophia. Do you see Chris making the attempt to reconcile after the new year? Reconcile, not reconcile.
I'm not thinking that's a good idea to start with. I'm getting the feeling that even if he does, it's not going to be the right move. I really don't get the feeling it's going to be the right move because there's too much blockage there. And there's too much to work through. So I think he's toying with the idea right now, but I think you need to step up and say, if he does, maybe we should take a longer break because I don't think it's a good idea. I don't feel it's a right match. There's just something not right there. Sorry, it just doesn't feel good.
All right, well, Sophia, guess what? It's time to move on.
Yep.
All right, folks, just to remind you all, if you don't add a question mark to your question, I will not see it. I'm sure we got some newcomers here. I see a few new names.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, Benafsha. What changes is 2025 bringing into my life career-wise? Not a one.
Yeah, I'm feeling something during the summer is going to shift. There's something somewhere in July. There's going to start to be a shift with things. I feel it's going to be a little more positive. What you need. Just let me. It's going to be something you'll be looking forward to, something you've been kind of hoping for. At this point, you're going to be well ready for it, but be careful. Make sure you go at it slowly. Don't rush in. Don't be overexcited, or you're going to make mistakes. So when you start to see this shift happening, take it, go for it, but don't rush too hard, or you might scare it. Because I feel like there's a really good shift coming in July, and it'll spill over a bit into the beginning of August. There's something good coming your way you'll really like.
All right, Benafsha, Merry Christmas. Rosie's Fairies, welcome back, Rosie. Do you see anything happening with me and Doug?
You and Doug. I see a closeness there. I see happiness and a closeness. I'm not sure if you're together or not, but I feel a good connection there. And you need to make him feel comfortable and relax him enough to open up, to be good, to feel comfortable, and treat you like you want to be treated. So, but I feel a good connection there. It does feel very nice. What I'm seeing is a snuggling. I don't want to jump right in to say, oh yeah, you're going to snuggle. But what I'm seeing is a snuggling. So to me, that's a very good sign of things are going to be well. So.
Okay. And now we have Sushama from India. Good morning, India.
Morning.
Happy Christmas, yes, to you as well. Kindly guide me, when will my career start and how would it be? I have recently done my PhD. Well, congratulations on your PhD.
Congratulations. Oh, Ollie's picking something up too.
Nope.
No? Oh, okay. Let me look here. It's going to be a couple months before things start rolling on it. You're going to have to hunt. And when you do, I think you're going to get a couple different I don't want to say offers, but directions, something like that. That's going to be something you're going to have to sit down and figure out which one's going to work for you better.
Oh, but Sushama's not good at that.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm sorry, honey. I'm just telling you what Spirit says. You got to hunker down, because if you don't take it, look at your options, you might miss out on something, and they want you to have the best options available to you. So you're going to have to sit down and look at what your options, but it's going to be a couple months before things start to get rolling. So
right.
Get out there, get things going, and get it rolling, and things are going to start to happen.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring focus to the whole thing.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm sensing that you're a bit unfocused. You're still reeling from the school.
Oh.
Okay, next we have Sherry. Will money situation improve for me soon?
I'm not seeing right away. I honestly, I'm not. I know money is always a major focus on things, but I'm seeing, at least in the next like 4 or 5 months, we're still not where we want to be financially. It feels like there's a bit of a void, frustration. You want to rip your hair out sometimes. And I think at some point you probably have sat down and wanted to cry, because you just feel like it just isn't enough to go around. So watch your P's and Q's. Don't spend on something you really, really don't need at this point. August may be a little bit of help, but right now I would be very thrifty, because it doesn't look like you're going to get what you need right away. So please take care with that. Be very careful with that.
Okay. All right. Kelly Saunders is next. Will my job be a good fit, and how long can I expect the contract to last? By the way, Pam, my summer ice cream was delicious.
Oh! I Kelly. Okay. So when I hear the contract, I hear 2 years. Things go well, it's going to be about a 2-year contract. How is it going to work? You're going to be content with it for the most part, but I would be prepared because when that contract runs out, you might have to find a new contract up apparently. But I'm feeling 2 years is the first thing that pops right into mind. Read that question again because I kind of got
Will my
lost.
job be a good fit, and how long can I expect the contract to last? So you already said it's 2 years. Will the
Yeah.
job be a good fit?
You'll be content enough with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be totally excited with it, but I think you'll be
Yeah.
content with it for
And
now.
and as far as your coworkers, the company's gonna realize that you're a bit too wacky for them. Like not in a bad way or anything like that, but
No, but
you're surrounded by vanilla people, and that's not who you are.
yeah. By the way, next time share your ice cream, girl.
All right. Well, we'll go moving on. All right, Kelly. I hope that answered it. Let's see what is next. Starfall. Hi. Situation with family is difficult. What should I know about it? Ooh, so Starfall wants to know about what's going on in the family situations.
Back off. Back off. Well, I'm sorry. The first thing I see is there is a lot of conflict. Back off. Get out of it. Let them work out their own things. Do not take sides. If somebody approaches you and tells you that they this, that, everything else, just listen. I love you both. Don't take sides. Don't be an instigator. If you want this thing to resolve itself, you have to back off and you have to let things work out. You may be upset, frustrated, whatever, but if you get your nose into there, things are going to escalate. So please just, like I said, back off, let them work it out. And if they want to try and turn one against one or the other, just say, I love you both, and I'm not going to do that. So, family's a tricky thing because,
So,
they are.
as Pam started to talk, I got an image of salt being thrown out the door, and not just like a little shake either, just a whole bunch of salt. And I'm not talking about ice salt either.
Eesh. So what do you get out of that one?
Well, throwing salt out the door is a type of protection, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's like when you encircle your entire house with a rope of sand or
Yeah.
salt, I should say. Well, the fact is, you don't need to loot the entire house; just across the door works as well.
So you're actually protecting yourself as
Yeah.
well as not getting involved. And they will remember that. They will remember that whether or not you took sides and who you fought with and whatnot. So like I say, if you back off and like Ollie said here, the salt, protect yourself and just let them
Yeah.
do it.
And if somebody does come over that is part of this whole situation, when they leave, throw salt back out that door.
Yeah.
Preferably, well, they can still watch what you're doing.
The salt will chase away the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they watch you throwing salt out the door as they've left, that's really a psychological hit to them.
Well, I noticed she just wrote something. I always don't take sides, but they drag me into it. You have to put up your boundaries, honey. You have to if you have to sit them down and say, listen, I love you all. I'm not taking sides and I don't care what you say. You have to because they're probably seeing that you're a little wishy-washy on that, and that's not helping. It's not helping. So like I say, if they start talking about it, ditching each other, turn around and walk away. Let them know that you're not going to tolerate it from either side. You're going to have to be the stronger one in this one. It's just, that's all it's going to be. So.
Okay. Kelly, didn't we already answer your question? About the contract and the job.
No.
And now she wants to know about the mother-in-law. Will the stepmonster be successful in her lawsuit against my sisters and I?
Oh.
She's definitely not going to make it easy.
No, she's not.
I think you guys need a better lawyer. She's got a better lawyer than you do.
I don't like the feel of it. I really don't. It feels,
There's a lot of underhandedness, backstabbing, secrets, private eyes involved. It's a situation.
Jesus.
Oh my.
Yeah, they're just it almost feels sickening what's going on. It really does. So it doesn't look well from this end.
And
Be
whichever
prepared.
of your sisters flies off the handle easily, make sure you got a good leash on that one.
Oh yeah, big time, because she's going to contribute to the wrong side on
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Big time.
All right, Kelly. Sorry, we're no positive news on that one. Maybe next year. Hi, Felix.
That's my buddy.
Go lay down. Shan L. How does my Capricorn friend view me? Through his eyes.
Really? Jeez, I was expecting some fancy answer from him. I don't get
Through
too
his
much more.
bloodshot eyes.
Sure, we'll go for that one. I don't get any romantic. I get more of a friend, companion, somebody cool to hang out with.
Yep.
I don't get anything more than that.
Somebody go see a movie with.
Yeah,
Or,
I don't think they're that interested in moving anywhere else. Sorry.
I'm not even sure if you're the right sex that you're interested in.
Yeah, make sure you check. And you know what? It feels good, the relationship you're at.
Uh-huh.
So I'd be kind of afraid that if you push something that make him uncomfortable, it might not happen much more. So just let it go and enjoy the relationship you do have. That's all there is.
Okay. Next, we have new love. Hello, will I find love or is it not meant for me?
Oh, there's love there for you.
There's like, quit looking behind the door and in corners and cracks. I mean, oh my God. Can you look in any more wrong places to get love? I mean, those places you can look at to get lust satisfied, but that's not what you're after.
Yeah. No, I think, I mean, there's a love out there for everybody, but the problem is what they're looking for. And Ollie's right. You are in the wrong spot and you're pushing and you're desperate and you're thinking about it a lot, but you're not letting it happen properly. And if you put the right vibe forward, then you're going to start attracting the right people, but you're not. You're just putting out such a desperate vibe. So
somebody didn't like what you were saying there.
uh-oh. Sorry. Uh-oh.
All right, new love. There's love out there for you, but you're going about it the whole wrong way. Not quite sure what to do for you to make it go the right way.
Well,
but I think maybe a break from chasing it altogether. Focus your energies on something like a hobby or a project or a side gig.
Wow. Sorry. No, you said hobby and I saw the connection. So you have something you like to do, and I think that's where you're going to start finding the person you're looking for. But don't search for it. Go into the hobby for enjoyment. I'm seeing like people at a table that are all learning to do the craft itself. Go to have fun and go to expect to make friends. And I'm seeing a connection then. So, sorry, that just kind of flipped a switch.
All right. Next, we have Allie. What energies do you see around my friendship with Anna?
You've had a recent upheaval in the friendship. I feel like there's been a blip. You're trying to work past it, but there's been a blip that's been bothering you guys. It's going to be a bumpy road. And I think it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. You guys are going to have to work at it. There's always going to be that in the back of the mind. So, yeah, it's going to be, I feel like you're still going to be friends, but it's always going to play in the back of the mind, whatever just happened. So, you're going to have to work through it and enjoy the friendship you have, because nothing ever does stay the same. Things change, things happen. So you'll have to work on that one a little bit.
Okay. Well, we're just flying through these
I
questions.
know, it's because I don't have to deal
No,
out all the
that's all right. No,
cards.
that's fine. All right. Butterfly A. What should I know right now?
Coin on the floor. Are you spending money frivolously? I see like a carelessly tossed coin on the floor is what I see. I really think you should tighten your belt just for a little bit. Curb your spending. I know it's a holiday season, people go out, whatever. But I'm just seeing curb your spending just a little bit, because I see loose change on the floor.
And as you were starting to talk, the song Harlem Shuffle came into my head, especially the lyric, slide to the left.
Ah, there you go.
And if you don't know that song, look it up and listen to it. It's a classic. Pam doesn't know it, that's obvious.
I know it, but right off the top of the head, I cannot think of all the words. I'm sorry, I'm stuck in Christmas music mode, and I've got jingity jing going through my mind.
I've made my client listen to Blues Christmas all day.
Oh,
No, it's good. It's great.
you know what? I'm so tired of that song. I
What?
went to pass forward it. My dad says no.
No, not
Oh.
Blue Christmas.
Oh, Blues Christmas.
Blues Christmas.
Okay, well, I'll have to-
like, Santa's coming on the back door kind of thing.
Oh.
Oh, I want to be your back door Santa. There you go.
Oh.
Oh no, these are all blues guys doing
Okay.
Christmas songs,
We're
right?
gonna-
But
we're
they're
gonna
not
check those out.
they're not the classic Christmas songs that you hear on the radio nonstop. There's lots of Christmas songs the radio
Oh.
just does not play at all. These are
I
more
know.
modern songs.
I like some of the whole last half of my playlist is all fun, crazy Christmas songs. Some I can't find on the radio. Yeah.
I rarely ever hear Fairy Tale of New York on the radio. And
Oh, that's on my playlist.
That's a modern Christmas classic.
I love that one.
And a lot of people go, what song? And you'll recognize it when you hear it, but the problem is there's nowhere in the lyrics is the title of the song, which is Fairy Tale of New York.
Yeah, I love
And
that one.
the lyricist defended that one lyric until he died.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, there's a bad word there in the original lyrics that the radios have censored at this point. But the whole thing is that this was a traditional ballad, and the people he's singing about, he's singing like they're talking to each other. So you've got people that know each other really well
Yeah.
and are able to insult each other.
Yeah. Well,
That doesn't affect them, but other people hearing it would go, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm gonna have to listen to the original again, because the one I have is a remake from another group,
Oh, really?
an Irish group. Yeah.
Well, the Pogues were Irish.
Yeah. Well, this is more
Pogues and Shane
family
McGowan.
friendly group. I guess.
Family friendly group. All right.
I always kept thinking that when they said the drunk tank, I thought they were saying the Trump Tower instead of the drunk tank.
Drunk tank. yeah.
I always mixed up.
And I could never figure out what the cops were singing. The police chorus was singing their kind of things. So I had to look that up. I'm like, oh, it's the name of a traditional song.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Can't recall it right now because
Now I'm gonna have to look up the original one now
yeah,
too.
definitely go get the lyrics for it too, because there's so many things in there that you just kind of don't hear properly.
Oh yes, I love listening to those on the radio when you sit there and they say, okay, the YouTube, you get those clips and they say misunderstood words. I love those. I've done that. You find out you've been singing that song wrong for the last 10 years.
All right, going on with Benita Bala. When will Sean confess his feelings to me?
I think you're pushing it. He's gonna have to wait until he's ready, and I'm not sure he's actually ready. I'm not sure he's gonna be ready.
Why don't you start the other way around? If you
Yeah.
like this guy, you tell him how you feel.
Yeah. Why
Why are you guys always waiting on the guy to make the first move? It's 2024. That shit just doesn't happen anymore.
It's so hard for guys nowadays to do that. It really is. So,
Ladies, here's what went on. Here's why guys' attitudes towards women have changed as much as they have in the last 10 years. It's called Me Too. With the Me Too movement, every guy's balls shriveled up. They are so afraid of being labeled something which they are not.
yeah.
Stalker, creeper, whatever the term is. And in order to avoid that conflict altogether, they don't even bother with you anymore. So if you like a guy, go up to him and say, hey, I like you.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes. Don't play games. Don't try to throw him hints. Oh, he didn't get any of my signals. No, guys don't get fucking signals. We never have.
Let's face it, if they can't find the ketchup in the fridge, how are they going to catch your signal? I'm serious.
Have you seen this? Yeah, it's right in front of you.
So yeah, it is hard for guys, and he is not feeling comfortable with it. So Ollie's right there. I would approach him and just talk to him. Be gentle about it.
Australian guys might be different. They might still be old school like that.
I think though predominantly guys are still just human, and I don't care if it was 100 years ago or now. There are still guys who just are afraid of rejection. I mean, that's brutally hard. I don't care what year you're from. So be gentle with him, and if you want a relationship, you might have to make the first move.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go, Benita. Enough of my yelling. My voice is gone. All right. R. I know where I am, so I'm interested in learning. What encouragement does your spirit guide have for me that I wouldn't expect? First off, R, it's not our spirit guide. It's your spirit guide we're reading. Our spirit guide talks to your spirit guide. And then they talk to us. And it happens in a flash. It's all in a moment of a thought, right?
Okay. I got a lot off that message. And first of all, they're saying you're too damn wordy.
No.
Yes, actually, the spirits are saying he's too damn wordy. And they're like, slow down, simplify, chill out. You're making things too complicated. Look simply where you're at, because I think you're making things too complicated. And I literally got when I'm hearing it, I hear him saying it, and it's like, it's just too damn wordy. It's literally what I got. I'm sorry. So I'm not sure if that's the message you wanted to hear, but it's just like, chill out, make it clear and to the point. You might be better off.
So this person has like a dictionary and 6 pages are for one day, but they're all the same page, just rewritten.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't concise enough the first time around.
It's the same thing, but just different words. Oh, yeah.
Sure, Patricia, we've got time for another question, I think. How will the new year be for me in 2025? Now, Patricia, you know that's a general reading question. Come on. You've been here long enough. Okay, cool Libra. Will I have more success staying at INTS or MTL?
I like the MTL. MTL feels better. Feels more comfortable. Feels like a better fit.
I agree, but I also wonder if your definition of success is
The same as spirits.
yeah, it's like
I'm thinking it may not be money wise, but for contentment and fit, it'd be better.
yeah. So I think maybe you need to sit down, Colibra, and figure out what that success actually looks like for you.
Yeah.
Because then it's going to be easier for you to find that. Right now, it seems like it's a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, you want the money, yeah, you want the promotion, yeah, you want the vacation days, and you want the power.
But if you want a good fit job that you will feel comfortable with
And happy.
happy and not stressed out to go to work, money's not always the way to go.
Hey, before I became a support worker, I hated all my jobs.
Yeah, there's a
You
few
know, I
just
spent
couldn't
20
stand.
years in restaurants without wanting to.
It
No, it paid the bills.
paid the bills.
It
You
paid
do
the
what
bills.
you've got to do
Yeah.
to get.
And I ate great.
Well, that's a perk. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
You can have anything you want off the menu, Ollie. I've seen your menu.
All right.
I'll cook it, but I'm not eating it.
Oh, no. That's sad.
However, can I use these ingredients? It's like, oh yeah, you can have. You don't have to pay free food. You can eat your food, but like, no steaks or anything like that. No, I don't like steak anyway, so that's fine.
Ah,
I know I'm anti-American that way.
to each his own.
I think steak is the worst way to cook beef,
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
especially over an open flame.
oh, I love it. Okay, you're looking at somebody who actually kind of likes steak.
Yeah, give me a twice cooked steak, French style. There, they sear it in the pan and
Yeah.
they chuck the whole thing into the hot oven and basically bake it the second round. Yep, seared and then baked. It takes a little bit longer, but all those juices are in there. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, I like a medium rare steak, still nice and juicy. It's got to be a thick one, so it's got lots of juice in it. Oh. Yeah. Anyways, now
Anyway, all you vegans, you can throw.
Sorry about that,
sorry,
guys.
sorry, you vegan. You can put away your barf bags now.
Oh no.
All right, Alexis. I've struggled with chronic boredom despite trying different hobbies and activities. Does Spirit have any advice on how I can move past this?
Yes.
It's called medication.
No. You have become very yeah. You need to sit down and meditate. You cannot. He's going to say whatever he wants.
Oh, well,
You-
just symptoms of ADHD.
Yeah, it is. It feels like that, but you can't sit in your own space anymore. And I get the feeling that you sit down and you've got to go do. You got to learn to sit in your own space, and granted, whether it's medication or whether you start doing meditation or something like that, you have to learn to sit here, or anything you do out there is just not going to satisfy you. I'm sorry, it's not, because I could just feel your body is like, okay, I got to do something. I got to do something, and unless you conquer that, nothing is going to happen. Nothing's going to make you happy. Sorry.
Yep. That's another excuse to sit naked on the floor surrounded by candles.
Personally, I think it's a tub of ice cream, but that's okay.
I'm not saying you can't have the ice cream. All depends on what you're working on here. If the goal is to have endless ice cream, you can by all means eat the tub.
There you go. No, yeah.
And if the goal is to die from diabetes, by all means go ahead and eat the tub. All right, Linda, is M and me going to reconnect?
I think you're gonna meet, but see, I have a hard time with this reconnecting because nothing ever seems to go like it should the second time. Nothing ever.
Of course not. The court's afraid.
Nothing ever feels right the second time. You've got this expectation from the first time. It's not the same, and you're going to be disappointed.
It's like when you've got two extension cords and you look at the end of one and you go, why are the prongs all bent? Oh, that's why it doesn't fit, because the prongs are all bent.
Yeah,
This is what I'm picking up on that.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's you guys are starting to see things a little differently, and I really think you're gonna meet, you're gonna connect, but it's just you're not going to have what you wanted to have. It's just not going to be there, honey. I'm sorry.
Hey, Speak Knowledge, welcome back. Yeah, everybody's doing so here. I'm tired. Pam's tired. Sally's sick.
The dog's just lounging around.
Yeah, the dog fell down the stairs now.
I felt so bad. He's okay. He's
Yeah.
all right. He's good.
No, he's not. He's licking his paw.
Oh no.
Yeah, he hurt his paw.
Oh,
That's okay. He'll be fine.
Well,
He's a dog.
He wasn't favoring the paw. So
No. I think it might be his nail.
oh,
I'll have a look at it later.
okay. All right.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a dog. It's be fine.
You
Hey,
said, "Hey, it's a dog." They don't show pain like people do.
I realized that, but you and I are both sensitive enough to the dog to know that he's not in extreme pain right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, no, he's not.
You know, there's a little
No.
bit of discomfort, and it looks like he's cleaning his paws more than anything else. So,
Yeah.
anyway, back to speaking into the microphone. Lonette wants to know, how is my grandpa doing in the afterlife? On her dad's side.
Did your grandpa like to dance? Because I am feeling good energy with that. He feels like he's worked through some things he needed to work through, and I am feeling good energy. He's going, give her thumbs up. That's what I'm seeing. Give her thumbs up.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So no worries with him, honey.
You know,
He's really good.
we should end on a positive note.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. We got more questions here.
So yeah, no worries with that, honey. He's doing fine.
Next, we have Lover Guy 79. Hey, welcome back. Is there any potential love with FB or just friends?
I hope FB is not Facebook.
That's what I meant to too. If you're in love with Facebook, please get help. It's the most antisocial thing ever invented.
I heard it actually lowers your IQ, but then we're not even going there. I don't see much more than a
Facebook lowers
friendship
your
at this
IQ,
point.
then how high are the IQs of people on TikTok?
Ooh. Oh well, it's
At
fun.
least they don't have to worry about grammar on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't even look much at TikTok anymore.
I don't use TikTok. The government says it's bad, so I go, oh, screw it.
Actually, I see more friendship for you guys. I really do.
Oh yeah, we're
It's a
answering a
comfort-
question.
Yeah, we're answering questions. He's just blathering on here.
I need
Yeah.
a refill.
I see more friendship at this point in time. It feels comfortable, and I think that's where they want to stay. Sorry, but you know what? It's all right. It's okay, because in the future things may change. But right now, if you make them feel comfortable, that's where you want to be, anyways.
Next, we have Gen X, who I think is a fake Gen X, actually, from some of the questions we've had in previous weeks
Uh-oh.
that are just not really Gen X type of questions.
Oh, we're going to call you out on that one.
All right. Will I be more successful trading stocks or starting a business? See, that's not a Gen X question. Because we'd be doing both.
We do. We actually do.
So,
Yeah.
without getting into spirit or anything like that, there's absolutely no reason why you can't do both, right? Since all the stock trading these days is done from home anyway.
If you were Gen X, your mommy would have told you, don't put all your eggs in one basket, honey. If one or the other is just one basket, do
Really?
both.
You got a good mom. All I ever heard was, you're not doing that right. But with no further instructions.
Oh, no.
I'm not doing it right. I guess I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all of Gen X was, figuring shit out without supervision or guidance or anything like that.
No, actually, my parents, they would make me figure things out. And I can remember they tell me not to do something, like back the tractor up with a trailer on it. Leave it alone, I'll be out to do it. Well, being as stubborn as I was, yes, I did jump on that tractor, and yes, I did try to. And I found out afterwards, both my parents were standing inside the door watching me. So they finally gave out and told me what to do. I was 12. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was 12 when I came to Canada. Yeah, all of a sudden, I had to start doing my own laundry. And then it was everybody's laundry.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it was fun at first because I had never used coin-operated washers before. But that fun wore off after the fifth load.
I like when I have to go to the laundromat. I don't have to, but when I have to, I like the me time away from everybody at home.
But this was a apartment tower, and we had coin-operated laundry in the building.
Yes,
And
been there, done that.
my brother actually sent me a picture the other day of the front door of that place. I couldn't even remember the street name we were at. This was when we first got to Canada. That's where we lived for about 7-8 months before the parental units bought a condo.
Parental units. I like how they say that. Not my parents, my parental units.
Okay, my parents were restaurateurs, all right? All right. Our grandmother raised us,
Oh, there you go.
and my mother says that she wasn't all that useful.
I think there might be some disagreement there. Anyways,
She was a pretty blonde girl. What does she need to be useful for?
uh, it's too bad you didn't get the looks off of her. I'm sorry.
My brother did, though.
Oh,
He
he's
looks,
a pretty blonde boy.
well, I wouldn't say pretty, perhaps, but yeah, he did get the blonde hair.
He got
yeah.
the blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's not like he's ugly or anything like that. And he's covered in tattoos now, so he gets hit on by guys nonstop.
Oh.
Like, guys will come just randomly up going, "Hey, man, where'd you get that? That's cool. How long did that take?" Stuff like that. He just started asking about his tattoos. I'm like, "Oh, my God, guy."
Oh, well, I guess it's one way to meet somebody.
Shan L wants to know, will small businesses survive 2025? Yeah, why wouldn't they? Everybody's also worried about restaurants closing left and right. Well, restaurants have always closed left and right, and new ones have always sprung open.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a circle
like,
of life. It
You know,
really is.
every day I read a story about a restaurant in Toronto that's been a popular, famous restaurant from 10 years, and they're closing their doors.
Yeah.
That's just restaurants. Honest to God, like I said, I grew up in restaurant industry and business. My parents opened their first when I was 5, closed their last when I was 15. At which point I started working for other people in restaurants.
Yeah.
So I've
But
seen this.
even other businesses, there will always be small businesses and places that people love to go to see the unique little small businesses.
Oh yeah, but there's always something new gonna happen, right?
It is,
Yeah.
and things turn over,
Yeah.
and people retire, and
Yeah.
something happens financially, and they can't keep up the business. So
Hey,
it is what
up
it is.
until was it 5 years ago, we still had a video rental store in Stratford, an independent. When we first got to Stratford, there was a Blockbusters across the street from them. Blockbusters went under and closed up shop before the independent did. The only reason we don't have that independent video store rental anymore is because the people retired. Not because it wasn't making money. It retired. They tried to sell it, but nobody wanted to get into that bracket. But they were making money when they retired with a video rental business. I think
I
that
miss
tells,
those.
yeah, but it kind of tells you of the independent businesses often do better in the long run.
Yeah, there's more personal.
It's easier for them to pivot,
Yeah.
which was a very prominent term in 2020.
There you go.
Everybody was pivoting. All right. Speak Knowledge wants a message from Spirit.
I don't know why I keep coming back to money on this one. I feel like your money situation isn't that bad. I feel like there was something in the last week or two that you may have questioned. So, but Spirit's saying, relax. It's that. Just be careful. But if you just keep the straight and narrow, I see money as just fine. Spirit was talking about money. Then of course, it's a great big thing again this time of year. But they want you to know that things will work out with the money wise. Things will even out. I'm seeing like it's spreading even. It's like it's going to even right out. It's not going to be like in the last couple of weeks. I feel like there was a bump, and it's going to even right out, and things are going to work out better. Spirit just wants you to know. Don't worry about that. It'll work itself.
Hey, Speak Knowledge, did you get your business off the ground yet? I know you've been hemming and hawing about that for a long time now. Okay. Benita Bala, yes, you are allowed to ask more than one question and can't guarantee we'll get to your second question, but you can definitely ask. No. Firefly Magic. What are Scorpio's intentions with me?
I see interest. I really do see interest, but I'm not sure. I feel an excitement and a little eagerness that might scare you off a little bit. So I don't think his intention is to scare you off. It feels more like a childish giddiness coming from him. So I think there's a little bit of a scared child giddiness coming from that, but I think he's very interested in you. Write it out. See where it goes. Might be interesting.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Sack Girl wants to know, do you see me and William together? She has a follow-up question or a change of questions. Do you see W returning to me? So,
Um,
you want the short answer? No. He's moved on.
yeah, it doesn't look good. It just, I always get these, I get these, it makes me feel uncomfortable because I know a lot of the times you expect to have the relationship to come back to where it was, and it never is. And at this point, I think he's wanting to move on, and I think really you should move on. I really think so, because there's something better out there for you. There's somebody who matches you, somebody who complements you so much better than that. And it's not saying he's a bad person, just saying that you're just not the fit that you'd like to be.
Yeah.
So I would look elsewhere.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And, Sir Sack Girl says, yeah, she had a feeling like that. So,
Good.
yeah, good. Your feeling's right. You just came here for confirmation. That's cool.
I'm glad we could help.
All right, next we got John G, who's looking for guidance for the week.
Guidance for the week. Okay.
Don't get wrapped up in the tape.
Yes. I see family could be a little bit of a
Over Christmas? No.
no, really? Yeah, I feel like my hair's being pulled out. I feel like something's gonna frustrate you. Something's just gonna annoy you or frustrate you over the next week. Chill it out. Chill it out. If you have to walk into another room and just take some deep breaths, it'll pass. Yeah, I feel like you're just gonna go, oh. So yeah, walk into another room, take a few deep breaths, let it pass, and then continue on because it's a week it's a week thing, and some people feel overwhelmed, and I have a feeling you will at some point feel overwhelmed a bit.
And remember, the person that's annoying you with their words, they don't realize what they're doing, and it's not that they don't care. It's just they're not. Uh, um,
They're overwhelmed too.
yeah, the self-realization just isn't there that the
Yeah.
language isn't appropriate for the setting kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I mean, everybody has a hard time, and I think it's gonna get to you, but it's also because it's getting to them too. So
There you go. Well, Shanji, I hope you have a good week ahead.
yeah.
Seashells. Well, she has two questions here. May I ask about W? Is he seeing someone else on Fridays? And the other question is, do you see me moving in February into a nicer home? So, Seashells, we're going to answer your second questions and leave the first one alone. Because we're not your private detectives.
Yeah.
If you want to be stalkerish, that's up to you, but we're not going to help you with that.
I just need to say something on that one though.
Oh, yeah?
Because if you're already feeling uncomfortable, then you're not comfortable in the relationship.
Ooh, there you go.
That's my thing there. Because if you're already asking questions, then you're not comfortable. That's what you have to look at. So.
Okay.
As for moving into a new house, moving in
nicer
February,
home in February.
I see a move, but I don't think it's going to be as good as you expect. I feel a little bit of a disappointment going on. You're excited, you're whatever, but I think there's going to be a little bit of a disappointment in there. Step back. Don't worry. It's a stepping stone on where you're heading. Focus on what you want from there, and then later on down the road, you will work on that. But I think there's going to be a little bit of disappointment in what you're expecting in February. Sorry.
All right. Let's see. Starfall. Is anything coming in love for me?
Not in the next month or so. I don't see anything in the next month. I see a poke when I go through January, February. When I get to February, I see a poke. So there's going to be an
A
interest.
Valentine's Day fling.
Oh, or an interest, something like that. It's going to be a poke in February. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, go make some chocolate.
So that's where I would, but keep it chill. Like I say, don't push anything. But yeah, I see a poke in February.
And our last questions of the
Go.
night is from People, Places, and Perspectives. Oh, their real name is Renee. Okay. Will I ever have another lasting romantic relationship? Well, you would if you would quit running away.
You are so afraid right now. You're actually sabotaging anything you can have. I'm afraid to say that you're the very reason that you're not having a lasting relationship is because you're sabotaging yourself. You need to take a month, be in your own zone, get comfortable with yourself, and focus on what you want to attract. And when you attract that, it'll be wonderful. But you are so scared right now, you are sabotaging yourself, and you need to get past that. Until you do that, when you do that, things will get much better.
That was the last question. It is time to say goodnight. If you guys want to get a hold of Pam, get a hold of us and we'll get you her contact information. I don't have anything ready to put up on screen for you just right now because this was kind of a last minute thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pam Mahoney was our special guest tonight. Thank you, Pam, for stepping in last minute.
Have a happy holiday, everyone.
Merry Christmas to you all. And to all,
A good night.